dear students. I am Sanju Jhajharia, Assistant Professor of English at Government College Ratangarh. Today I am going to explain 6th and 7th stanzas of the poem The Love Song of J.Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot. As you know, this poem is included in BA Part 2nd Paper First by Maharaja Ganga Singh University, Bikaner. So this is our stanza. And the afternoon, the evening sleeps so peacefully, smoothed by long figures. Asleep, tired or it, malingers, stressed on the floor, here beside you and me. Should I, after tea and cakes and ices, have the strength to force the moment to its crisis? But thou I have wept and fasted, wept and prayed. Thou I have seen my head grown slightly bald, brought in upon a platter. I am no prophet, and here's no great matter. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker, and I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and sneaker, and in short, I was afraid. So in this stanza, Prufrock is telling the truth of his mental state. He is telling about his mental state, and the afternoon, the evening, sleeps so peacefully. So the evening sleeps or pretends to sleep like a sleepy person. So in and the afternoon, everything is appearing sleepy. So and the afternoon, the evening sleeps so peacefully. So the evening sleeps or pretends to sleep like a sleepy person. The metaphysical image of etherized evening is reiterated. Smoothed by long fingers. Smooth means as if caressed by. Or long figures means it is smoothed. Evening is presented as a sleepy person, and it is smooth, it is caressed by long figures. Long fingers, asleep, tired, or it malingers. Asleep, or it may be tired. Malingers means pretends to sleep to avoid work, like Prufrock. Stressed on the floor, it is stressed on the floor, here beside you and me. So here beside you and me. So malingers pretends to sleep to avoid work, and it is stretched on the floor here beside you and me. Should I, after tea and cakes and ices? Should I? Should I, after tea and cakes and ices? He has no strength to propose and thus precipitate the crisis. So have the strength to force the moment to its crisis. Force the moment to its crisis means he precipitated the crisis. Prufrock thinks that perhaps after taking tea and snacks, he will get enough strength and courage to take decision in this matter. He considers that if he will be able to summon up courage enough to bring the matter to a crisis and stake his life upon the issue, so have the strength to force the moment to its crisis. But thou I have wept and fasted. But thou, he is telling the truth. But thou I have wept and fasted, wept and prayed. He has prayed and wept. So thou I have seen my head grown slightly bald. I have seen my head is growing slightly bald. Brought in upon a platter. Platter means dish. So like the head of John the Baptist to Salome, whom he rejected. Prufrock refers to the story of John the Baptist, who condemned Herod for his adultery. Herod was much enraged and he got John killed. So here he is telling the story. So he thinks that his bald head will be taken from on the platter in the same manner like the head of John the Baptist, who condemned Herod for his adultery. Herod was much enraged and he got John killed. His head was brought to Herod in a plate by a dancing girl. Prufrock imagines that his own head, which has slightly grown bald, has been cut and brought in a platter. His problem is not so important as that of a prophet like John the Baptist. Yes, he lacks moral courage to speak out his mind to his beloved. I am no prophet. He is saying that he is no prophet, not a prophet like the John the Baptist who had behaved bravely. King Herod beheaded the prophet John the Baptist and presented the severed head to Salome, whom he had rejected. So he has visualized the punishment such as was meted out to John the Baptist for annoying the lady. And here is no great matter, and his matter is no great. So his matter is not so great. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker. I have seen the moment of my greatness. So he has seen the crucial moment, the moment of proposal. Greatness flicker. Flicker means hesitation. He is hesitating in proposing his love, lady love. And I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and sneaker. And I have seen, I have imagined. Eternal footman means death. So I have imagined the eternal footman, the death, holding my coat in sneaker. Sneaker means hold him in derision. And in short, I was afraid. And in short, the conclusion of this stanza that he is very afraid to propose. So he can't propose to his lady love because he is afraid. So I think you understood it. And he has no strength to propose. Prufrock has no strength to propose and thus precipitate the crisis, nor does he consider the marriage proposal an important matter. So the crucial moment passes. He only imagines death holding his coat and mocking at his quadis. So I think you understood this stanza. And now next stanza. And would it have been worth it after all, after the cups, the marmalade, the tea, among the porcelain, among some talk of you and me, would it have been worthwhile to have beaten off the matter with a smile, to have squeezed the universe into a ball, to roll it towards some overwhelming cushion, to say, I am Lazarus, come from the dead, come back to tell you all, I shall tell you all. If one, settling a pillow by her head, should say, that is not what I meant at all, that is not it at all. So, and would it have been worth it? Would it have been worth it? Capable, worth. So Prufrock is presenting his situation as he says, and would it have been worth it at all? Now Prufrock justifies his failure to propose. It was not worthwhile to propose. And would it have been worth it? He is asking the question. It was not worthwhile to propose, for most likely the beloved would have turned down the proposal, contemptuously considers the problem from another point of view. And after the cups, marmalade, the tea, after the cups, after taking the cup of coffee, the tea and marmalade. Marmalade means jam. Among the porcelain, porcelain means crockery. Among some talk of you and me, and when we are talking, small talk means talk of you and me. Would it have been worthwhile? Would it have been worthwhile to propose in among the situation when we are taking the cup of coffee and tea and jam? To have beaten off the matter with a smile, and maybe the matter may be introduced quickly, broached, and to have squeezed the universe into a bowl, to have decided quickly like the lover in Marvel's poem Co-Mistress. That would have been as difficult as squeezing the universe into a bowl. To propose the lady love is as difficult as to squeeze the universe into a bowl. So it is very difficult for Prufrock to roll it towards some overwhelming cushion, to roll it, to drive the matter to the crucial proposal, to say, I am Lazarus, come from the dead, to say, I am Lazarus, to say like Lazarus who came back from the dead, to make the revelation. Lazarus, a beggar who was allotted heaven, and Dives, a rich man, was assigned hell. Dives requested God to send Lazarus back to the earth to reveal their separate plight. So it is described in the Bible. Prufrock is not like Lazarus. Prufrock is telling his situation that he is not like the Lazarus. He knows that. And come back to tell you all. I shall tell you all. So Prufrock makes a reference to the story of Lazarus in the Bible. Lazarus was sent to hell and he wanted to come back to the earth for a short while in order to tell his friends about his experiences in hell. If one, here one is referred to Lady Love, the lady, settling a pillow by her head. Settling a pillow by her head means the lady may be called to his warm proposal. She should say, that is not what I meant at all, that is not at all. And she should say, perhaps the lady whom he loves may tell him that he has misunderstood her gentleness and politeness, and she has no love for him. He has only misunderstood courtesies. This is another reason for postponing his proposal to his lady love. So, here we can see Prufrock's misunderstandings and her laziness and his not working style. So I think you understood it, and I will explain last two stanzas in my next video. Thanks for watching this video.